Well viewers, I'm testing another 3-phase motor and I couldn't get it to run, but I found one of my starting capacitors had shorted out, which I used on the other device, and it was this one. Didn't blow up, but it just gone zero. So I'll dispose of that one in the bin. I've tidied up the wiring in my control mode box, and at the moment I'm only using the timer, the starting relay and the delta relay at this stage. I've tidied up the connectors there, and these are the capacitors I had and couldn't do it, but 30-40 microfarad, and then I found out by putting a couple of TV capacitors back to back it works fabulous. I'll show. Let's turn my noisy airco fans off. Been on for a while, so turn the devices off. That's better. This is a Brook Huddersfield motor, 5 horsepower. It's wired up in delta at the moment. The color coding for the phases is red, green and black, and the earth wire is white. At the moment I got two 8 microfarads and a 15 microfarad capacitor. That gives me 30 micro for starting, and I'll put the camera on the motor and it won't do it. I release electrons. It's not happy here. De-energize device. Unplug safety first. Connect these two TV capacitors in parallel with the device here. Our lead is here, and it will work quite nicely now. Okay, camera back in position. Plug back in. Start the device. Instant. Bearings are a bit worn, but it doesn't matter. I show the control counts. At the moment the device runs on. Generates 3 times 230 volts. Frequency is 50 Hz, of course. That's from the direct mains, and that's from the excitation. De-energize the device, that one stops. The device is de-energized, and I'll show the TV capacitors and plug the leads. And I'm actually very pleased that this works so well, because that gives me access to a lot of microfarads and from the appropriate voltage rating. So we'll have a quick look at the nameplate here. Might be a bit dark, hang on. One cap is 470 micro 400 volts, and the other one is 330 micro 400 volts. By putting two electrolytics in series with the negative side facing each other like this, and I will solder a jumper in place, it becomes basically an AC capacitor. I've soldered the two capacitors back to back, and they can go in a control box. I will put them in another enclosure, but I'm still testing reliability, so I can do away with all of this. I've disconnected these. So yeah, that makes it nice and compact for starting. We'll give it another shot. Okay, activate device. Very pleased with this. still in the design stages of my device, but it's working quite well. Nearly 500 volts, 480, but it's unloaded and from the rotary converter. It's normally 230. There's a grounded blue phase. The blue phase is off, and I'll switch it over to delta. I'll show you what happens when the blue light comes on, and I'll show it the voltmeters. Goes like this. That's delta. Now we're going to start. I'll do the full start from the beginning. I'll start the device in delta. Ammeter. Gives me instant 3-phase. The load does drop a bit. Depends upon the capacitors when I start another load onto it. Sometimes a bit temperamental. At about 3-phase, 350, but by means of adding capacitors that can be corrected, of course. I've got two frequency meters on here. One is the red phase and one is on the yellow phase or white phase. That's the excitation. I've got a Horacont in here that gives me the running hours. The current is quite low. This is the other motor. Take the load off. Now back to 500. Voltages do fluctuate a bit. We'll have a look at the idler motor, which is sitting in the hallway here. Sitting with some idling capacitors here. Three-phase rotation meter. Not sure if it's visible. And the rotation is clockwise in this particular case. It's in a 230 delta. Now we're going back to the higher voltage, 350. I can't resist putting in some kilowatt hour meters often, so I'll take the load off. And by de-energizing, the voltage will go up a bit higher initially. And then it's off. Click. I'll start it again. Go back to delta. Well, I'm still working on the device, but it works quite satisfactory at the moment. Normally a bigger motor is supposed to start. I use a 3 horsepower for starting because it's easier with the capacitors, and by creating spinning reserve it will pick up. I'm also looking at implementing a power factor meter, either this type or this one. I'll see if I can fit them in the box, and yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching. This is Rodalco 2007 Master Dump. Rotary converter.